mess on I-79 after a morning crash. If you were with us this morning on Channel 11 Morning News, these are live pictures. 79 southbound near the split at Franklin Park. The road is down to a single lane right now, so that cleanup continues. And take a look at this angle. This is the backup in the area. Traffic is getting by, but very slowly. So we are also checking on reports of a second crash in that same area. As we learn more, we will break back in. But first, our other top story this afternoon, temperatures falling as communities across our area get ready to ring in the new year. Tomorrow night, you're taking a live look at downtown Pittsburgh. Gorgeous right now. And people are also dealing with strong winds today. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Catherine Amenta. Let's get right to this forecast. Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Stephanie Allison joining us now. The wind may be causing some problems.
Absolutely. We do know that there's some power outages being reported by West Penn Power. We're looking into that, but it could be caused by these gusty winds. We've had wind gusts in Allegheny County over 35 miles per hour, and you can see out of our tower cam there, it's jiggling around. That just shows you that it's just so gusty out there, and if we catch it just at the right moment, it just shows you how windy it is. So right now, 54, we've had a mild morning. The rain stopped, but we do have a second round moving through your mid part of your day, so it's on the way for another round of rain showers. Temperatures will be falling. Here's your wind gusts, 35 right now. So notice that's Allegheny County with those higher wind gusts, and that's right where those power outages are through Franklin Park, Marshall Township, McCandless Township, Pine Township as well. Coming in about 2,000 folks without power in that location. So this could be playing a factor in that. But certainly gusty winds here this morning. We'll stay with the wind gusts this afternoon. Maybe not as high as about 35, 40 miles per hour, but anywhere between 25 and 30 miles per hour this afternoon due to this storm system right here on your screen. That is the weather maker that provided us with that wet day yesterday, the soggy start this morning. Now we're going to see, of course, the windy part currently, a little more rain. As you can see, that line starting to drop across our northwestern counties here. So that's the middle part of your day. You're going to see some light rain showers here come through, and then a big cool down for us in the forecast. 50s now, 40s by the time dinner rolls around, upper 40s, mid 40s, and then 30s tomorrow with a chance of snow on the way and wind chills in the teens. I'm breaking that down for you in a little bit. Catherine.
Changing, Stephanie. Thank you. A man is recovering this afternoon after police say he was shot during an early morning home invasion over the weekend. Channel 11's Mike Holden found out the suspect was so determined he busted through a steel reinforced door to get inside.
Right now, Allegheny County police are working to track down whoever is responsible for the shooting and home invasion. It played out right here inside of this apartment building on the second floor. A couple was inside the Homestead apartment when someone kicked in the steel reinforced door. It happened along East 9th Avenue Sunday morning. Police say once the suspect got in, he went into the bedroom where the couple was sleeping. That's when police say he fired a shot at a 28-year-old man, hitting him in the leg. The 26-year-old woman was not hurt. Police say the incident does not appear random, and the victim is expected to survive. Neighbors say although the incident appears to be isolated, it's unsettling.
I'm tired of it. Tired of it. These people these kids.
Lay low, keep your eyes open. But moving forward, I mean, you know, what is moving forward? I live here.
And as you can see on the outside of this building, there are 24-hour video surveillance cameras. We're checking in with county police to ask if those cameras worked and if they captured anything. We're also talking to more neighbors, so look for the latest developments for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting in Homestead, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
New at noon, police say speeding played a role in a deadly head-on crash in Fayette County. Happened early this morning on Thornton Road in Luzerne Township. Investigators say 24-year-old Raekwon Stevenson of Charleroi was speeding when he crossed into oncoming traffic and hit another car. Stevenson was killed. The other driver involved was injured and rushed to the hospital. A local deacon who pleaded guilty to sex crimes has been suspended from his role as a lawyer. Channel 11 has been telling you about Rosendo DeCall since last year. He admitted to sending sexual messages to a young boy. He was a deacon at All Saints Parish in Etna and was an attorney. But the Pennsylvania Supreme Court just announced a temporary suspension of his law license effective next month. We are getting our first look today at the person accused of killing an elderly man outside a cemetery. Police say this man, Anthony Miller, fired several shots at 90-year-old Samuel Rendee on Saturday when Rendee sat in his pickup truck on Hazelwood Avenue. He passed away hours later. This is the scene here when police showed up. They found Miller behind Calvary Cemetery. They say he admitted to robbing and shooting the man, taking a ring and a watch. The latest now on a stabbing attack at a Hanukkah celebration in New York City. The suspect's family says he has a long history of mental illness. 5 people were stabbed Saturday night outside a rabbi's home just north of New York City. One witness told CNN the suspect pulled out a huge knife and stabbed people at random. The witness said the attacker then tried to run into a nearby synagogue, but thankfully worshipers were able to barricade the door. Grafton Thomas was arrested while trying to drive into New York City. Here's video of his walk. He has pleaded not guilty. A pastor who says she knows Thomas says he didn't have any history of being an anti-Semitic.
Grafton is not a terrorist. He is a man who has mental illness in America, and the systems that be have not served him well.
Still, New York's governor called the act domestic terrorism, and the hate crimes task force is investigating. Meanwhile, people here at home in Pittsburgh are standing in solidarity with the victims in New York. Channel 11's Shelley Bortz talked to people at a vigil held last night.
I came to visit my in-laws for Hanukkah.
When Simcha Taish came to Squirrel Hill to spend Hanukkah with his family, he had no idea he'd be part of a vigil for 5 people injured during a holiday party inside a rabbi's home near his hometown in Monsey, New York.
There's just too much hate going on. Jews, Christians, Muslims, there's just too much hate, especially on religious communities.
This mass stabbing happened on the 7th night of Hanukkah. The night was winding down when police say Grafton Thomas barged through the front door wielding a knife, slashing at random, eventually injuring 5 people.
We're standing in solidarity with our Jewish brothers in New York to show that hate's not going to stop us. We're going to come out and we're going to celebrate a holiday of light, no matter what happens.
Dozens gathered tonight for an already scheduled event to light the public menorah on Beacon Street at Murray Avenue in Squirrel Hill. But after last night's ambush, it turned into an impromptu prayer for the speedy recovery of the victims of the senseless hate crime.
What's really important is that we talk to our children about what's happening. We shouldn't ignore it. We should tell them that when they see cruelty or bullying or violence, they have to speak up.
Shelley Bortz, Channel 11 News.
The Tree of Life Synagogue in Squirrel Hill sent us a statement saying they are horrified and saddened by the attack and, quote, this continued state of anti-Semitic violence in the New York area and around the country is deeply disturbing. Channel 11 is working to learn more about a police incident in Uniontown. 911 told us an incident happened around 2 o'clock this morning at McPatton's Pub on North Gallatin Avenue. That's right near the Family Dollar, if you're familiar with this area. Police taped off the area while they investigated, and we know 1 person was taken to the hospital. Developing right now, we've learned state police have interviewed 3 suspects in connection to the assault of a girl at the Westmoreland Mall. That trio was identified after police released this photo Friday night. One of the suspects is a 22-year-old man from Leechburg. The other 2 are underage. Police say the girl was thrown to the ground inside the mall and then strangled. So far, no charges have been filed. Congressman John Lewis this afternoon says he plans to continue working in Washington, D.C. as he now fights stage 4 pancreatic cancer. 79-year-old Georgia Democrat announced on Sunday that the cancer was detected during a routine medical visit. Lewis is a civil rights pioneer and has represented the Atlanta area since 1986. His treatment will last several weeks. We wish him all the best. A man is being remembered this afternoon after being shot and killed by police in Wilkinsburg. Take a look at this vigil here for Ramir Talley. Police say Talley was shot after he fired at an officer during a foot chase last weekend. Speakers at the vigil touched on the impact of gun violence.
We come out here because we understand that we need each other to survive. So we come out here today because we understand that there's another man that's lost, which is another family and a whole generation.
Channel 11 told you last week when Talley's family called for transparency in the investigation. Money was also collected during that vigil to help pay for his funeral. 2019 was a record year for mass killings in the United States. Jacqueline Fell is in D.C. with the new database that shows where the U.S. stands on mass violence.
The findings reveal there were more mass killings in 2019 than any year going back to at least the 1970s. The report was compiled by the Associated Press, USA Today, and Northeastern University. It shows 41 mass killings happened this year, defined as when 4 or more victims are killed. Of those attacks, 33 involved firearms. Some that gained national attention include a workplace shooting in Virginia, a shooting spree in Odessa, Texas, and then back-to-back shootings this summer at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, and hours later, a bar in Dayton, Ohio. The majority of the killings involved people who knew each other, like family or co-workers. In many of the cases, what set the attacker off is still a mystery. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
Here at home, check out this big mess left behind after a car crashed right into a bank in Brentwood. This picture given to us from the Whitehall Fire Company. This happened yesterday at the First National Bank in Brentwood Town Square, and you see all that glass shattered and the frame of the door just broken apart. Luckily, the bank was closed and everybody is okay. A family left homeless after a fire is moving into a new house today. Channel 11 told you about the fire Friday morning on Freeport Road in East Deer. Officials say a pickup truck crashed into a gas line, which sparked the fire. 6 people were inside, but they all made it out safely. According to our Trib partners, the family has been staying in temporary housing, but they will be picking up keys to a new permanent home today. We wish them the very best. It is one of the first places in the world to enter the new year. Why people in Sydney, Australia, though, want the big fireworks display canceled. And how a group of Pittsburghers is helping animals recover from illness through prayer.
Not too bad right now. More changes on the way. We are talking falling temperatures, still some rain showers, and even snow in the forecast. Those details are next.
The home for the drawings for the Pennsylvania Lottery is Channel 11. You can only see the lottery drawings on Channel 11 right before Jeopardy and at 11:11 on Channel 11 News. The Pennsylvania Lottery is on Channel 11.
Near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Welcome back on this Monday afternoon. Pittsburghers are certainly known for having big hearts, and one group is now extending that compassion to our four-legged friends. I went to the American Legion to introduce you to the men and women spreading prayer and comfort to animals in need. Take a look.
We meet here. Yeah, this is headquarters at the American Legion in Trafford. You're finishing this one. Nice.
For Penny Lane and her team of 20+, this room is filled with a lot of love, hard work, and cats and dogs in need of a little extra care.
Whether they're sick, they're injured, they're recuperating from something, they're still wagging their tails.
And it's Penny's mission to return that unconditional love with a touch of comfort everyone can relate to, a cozy blanket.
She is wrapped in a special blanket. This is a prayer blanket made with love and blessed with prayer.
Penny got the idea for Pittsburgh pet prayer blankets earlier this year while fostering 17 puppies with her husband. She made each of them a little blanket and was sharing stories on social media.
We started posting pictures of the pets that needed to have prayer for them and blankets, and people just started coming out.
4 months, 712 blankets to 10 states and even the country of Ireland later. Pittsburgh Pet Prayer Blankets is a growing act of love, with volunteers hand-tying fleece blankets for any pet in need. Yes, even this 300-pound pig named Wally. And one of their youngest volunteers, Gage, pitches in, fundraising for fleece.
You had Mom making flyers at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. Yeah. You did. You did do that.
Leslie Hood started volunteering to celebrate turning 60. And when her dog Cameo started having health problems, she witnessed the power of prayer firsthand.
I asked Penny if I could just ask the group for prayers, and she wrote back that because I was a volunteer that she thought the Cameo needed a blanket, which touched my heart and brought me to tears.
But we couldn't leave without meeting the pup who started it all, also named Penny.
You are so sweet. And this is actually the blanket that we received.
So this is the very first prayer blanket?
Yes, the very first one.
And you have it?
Mm-hmm. Our family has it. Yes, Penny has it.
Penny received the very first blanket in August after losing her leg to a tumor. Her owner, Rachel, says Penny is now paying it forward, training to be a therapy dog.
And they feel as much as we do, and I think it just shows them love.
What a great organization. All the blankets are free. If you'd like more information on donating, volunteering, or receiving a blanket, you can contact Penny by visiting our website, WPXI.com. Well, if you follow New Year celebrations every year, you know Sydney, Australia is one of the first places to count down. But now they're facing backlash for their fireworks display. Australia is dealing with a massive brush fire right now, and about 275,000 people have already signed a petition urging leaders to cancel the show. They say they want that money to be used to fight the fires instead. Now, the city says the show will go on because these plans were made 15 months in advance and the money has already been spent. It's probably not something you consider before getting behind the wheel, but experts say driving hungover on January 1st can be just as dangerous as driving drunk on New Year's Eve. AAA says you may still have alcohol in your system when you wake up, and you can often be tired or disoriented. It can take your body more than an hour and a half to get rid of the alcohol from one drink, which means several hours if you have a few drinks. Certainly something to keep in mind. People across the country are preparing for extreme weather on New Year's Eve. Let's run you around the country here. Millions are under a winter weather alert from the Dakotas to Maine. And then in the south, some people are dealing with heavy rain, even tornado warnings, and a brutal ice storm heading towards the New England area, making holiday travel even more of a risk.
I'm going to look for an alternative route through southern Connecticut and hope for the best.
We are also expecting some snow here tomorrow in our area. So let's turn things over to Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Stephanie Allison. What can we expect, Stephanie?
Catherine, we have a lot going on in our forecast. That wet weather yesterday and this morning is all from the same system that's impacting most of the country here. So we're going to continue to see these gusty winds in the forecast for us today. Very windy, beautiful tower cam view here out of there. We're looking at wiggling around a little bit, shaking, the tower cam shaking. That's because it's just so windy. 30. Now, wind gusts over 35, 40 miles per hour this morning and through your noon hour. We have this large system. Look at all the components. The green is rain. There's ice and sleet and a snow mix there up further off to the north. So this is the system that Catherine was just telling you about, impacting a lot of folks. This system will continue to pull away from us. So right now we've had that brief break, but we're going to look at clouds circle back in here and a line of rain showers on the way. With that comes that colder air filtering in place this afternoon. So current wind speeds anywhere between 10 and 20 miles per hour throughout the afternoon hours. That will continue. Some of those up to 25 miles per hour in Greensburg, gusting up to 35 in Pittsburgh, 37 in Greensburg, 33 in Butler. So very windy conditions for us today. That continues this afternoon. We stay breezy tonight and tomorrow, and that's actually going to play a role in your forecast for tomorrow, because wind chills will be in the 20s tomorrow and even the teens to ring in the new year. Here's that line of rain off to the northwest. It's going to drop across Beaver here shortly. So light rain showers, I mentioned earlier, we'd see during your midday hours and then really scoot out of here. So 54 right now, very warm marks, but that cooler air is just behind that line of rain. So we're going to start to see that really filter in here as we move through the afternoon hours. By dinner time, you're going to notice quite the difference out there. 44 at 6 o'clock will feel like the 30s. So Storm Tracker shows you that shower that's kind of going to move on through. It's not a big deal, very light in nature, quickly moving through, but clouds come with it. So cloudier skies later on. We will have a chance to see a little isolated spotty shower or wintry mix here for us overnight. Also not a big deal. Mainly cold to start your morning tomorrow and cloudy, but look at this. Some snow showers make their way here tomorrow afternoon, so your visibility may be dropped during this time frame. The ground is warm enough to support that it will not stick to the ground, but we'll look for some snow showers into your dinner time hours tomorrow. So if you're headed out tomorrow evening for New Year's Eve, look for some snow showers to fly in your forecast. Otherwise, cloudy during the rest of the evening. Chance to see a snowflake or two as we ring in the new year, but mainly it's just going to be cold. So this evening in the 40s, 39 at 11 o'clock. Overnight low, 34. Breezy tomorrow as well. So 34 is your overnight low. Tomorrow, look at these marks. Back to average. Our average high is 36. That's where we're going to sit for most of the day. Some of us get to 38, but steady in the mid to upper 30s tomorrow. Wind chill forecast at dinner time tomorrow night, 21. And as we ring in the new year, look at that. Wind chills in the teens to start 2020. So we have a very cold start to January. Taking a look at a few snow showers, New Year's Eve night forecast, 31 at midnight. But as I mentioned, it will feel like the teens. So if you're going out for first night, make sure you have all the layers and bundle up. Cold for New Year's Day at 36, warming up into Friday at 54 with rain showers. Catherine.
Thank you. A local firehouse is getting rid of their siren. I think this is so neat. Why they say it's become unnecessary.
Oh, I pray every day, every day. I ask my kids to pray, family members to pray, everybody to just pray that he gets brought home and he's safe.
This whole community coming together, and the FBI now reaching out to Channel 11 asking for your help in finding this missing boy.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News.
us on Channel 11. Look for drawings at 7 and 11:11 p.m.
Welcome back on this Monday afternoon. A nationwide search is underway right now for a missing 14-year-old boy from Ohio. Let me show you his picture. This is Harley Dilley, and he disappeared while walking to school in Port Clinton, west of Cleveland, and he's been missing now for 10 days.
Harley's alive, and I'm going to believe that till I hear otherwise.
Because it's a child. It's a child. If it was one of my kids, I'd want the community to come together and do the same thing for me.
Can't imagine what his family is feeling. Crews have searched more than 150 acres of farmland, woods, and shoreline. The reward is up to $7,000. Police are staying tight-lipped about the investigation and any of the tips they've received. But when we get updates, we will let you know. 2 men are in custody this afternoon for a deadly shooting at a Denny's restaurant in Virginia. Channel 11 first told you about this last week. Police say the men shot and killed a DoorDash delivery driver during that robbery. That driver, as you saw there, was a husband and father. A second person was shot. They survived. Police say the suspects carried out 3 other robberies in the area in the last few weeks. A local fire department is doing away with their station sirens. It's the alarm that goes off every time there's a fire or a rescue call. The Harmony Fire District posted on social media they made the decision due to the changing times and technology. Officials said it's no longer necessary as a way to alert members that their help is needed. The siren will still be used during severe weather. Honoring the past while planning for the future, the search is on to renovate a historic building in Hazelwood.
If you like it now, well, wait an hour or two. Changes are coming. Temperatures are falling. How cold will we get? The details next.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm moving into Greensburg.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight.
When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in this afternoon, want to get you up to speed on what's going on here on 79. What you're looking at here is the aftermath of a big crash from this morning. This is 79 southbound near the split at Franklin Park, and the road is down to a single lane right now. There's a long line of cars stuck in that backup. Here's another camera vantage point. Drivers are getting by, but very slowly. We're also checking on reports of a second crash in that same spot. As we learn more, we will break back in. But first this afternoon, a church service turned into a crime scene yesterday in Texas. And come over to your screen. This video is unbelievable. That's that suspected gunman right there. Opened fire, killing 2 people who were there to worship. Today, investigators are searching for the reasons why. Blaine Alexander brings us the latest from White Settlement, Texas. And we do want to warn you, this video may be disturbing.
The urgent calls came right in the middle of Sunday service.
We're going to need help with patient care.
It happened at West Freeway Church of Christ in White Settlement, Texas. The service was being live streamed on YouTube. There, in the top left corner, you see a man get up from his seat and talk to someone. Minutes later, he steps back, pulls out a shotgun, and fires twice. But within seconds, parishioners, who were also armed, spring into action.
2 of the parishioners who are volunteers on the security force drew their weapons and took out the killer immediately, saving untold number of lives.
In the gunman's path, 2 victims. Both rushed to the hospital where they later died. One of them identified by family as 64-year-old Tony Wallace, a loving husband, father, and grandfather.
He was just our rock. It was just our rock that held us together.
This morning, the FBI is joining the investigation, working to learn more about the gunman and why he opened fire.
No words. That was Blaine Alexander reporting. This is now the 2nd deadly shooting at a Texas church in the last 2 years. A gunman opened fire on a congregation in 2017, killing 26 worshipers. After that, Texas made it legal to carry guns in church. Switching gears now to our weather. All that rain has finally moved out, and we're in for cooler temperatures for the rest of the day. Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Stephanie Allison here with the good or bad news, depending on what you like.
Yeah, if you like the 50s, you like it now.
Yes.
If you like the cold weather,
no.
See you later on tonight. We have some rain showers also going to push through. We've had soggy weather yesterday and this morning that had a brief break here. That is the storm system. It's a large, powerful storm system that is impacting many. Here locally, luckily, we don't have huge impacts here with our weather. We do have big changing conditions, though. We've had some sunshine, beautiful out of our tower cam right now, 54. But more clouds will start to roll back in. Look at the tower cam shaking right now. That just shows you how windy it is. We've had wind gusts over 35 miles per hour here today so far. Current wind speeds right now anywhere between 16 and 25 miles per hour. So very strong wind. That's a current wind. And now gusts up to 35 miles per hour in Allegheny County. A look at what you can expect in those tumbling temperatures and how cold it will get. Those details in a little bit. Catherine.
We'll see you then, Stephanie. The search is on right now to find the right company to redevelop the old Carnegie Library branch in Hazelwood. Incredible images here. Come over to your screen. The building closed in 2004, and it's designated as a city historical site. And as you look at these pictures, you can definitely see why. According to the Trib, officials want the building on Monongahela Street turned into a residential, community, or special purpose facility while still preserving the building's unique character. Councilman Corey O'Connor says he hopes that includes reopening the library's amphitheater.
There's a lot of great arts organizations in Hazelwood that would use it, bring people to the neighborhood to come to shows, and make this really the center of an attraction for Hazelwood.
So the building is owned by Pittsburgh's Urban Redevelopment Authority. They will have a review committee to look into proposals for the site from different developers. We'll keep you updated. A popular indoor swimming pool will be getting major upgrades next year. The historic Oliver Bathhouse is near the 10th Street Bridge on Pittsburgh's south side. And according to our Trib partners, city leaders plan to use a $1.4 million state grant to cover half of the pool's renovations. The changes include a new heating and ventilation system, structural repairs, and LED lighting. Officials are hoping to schedule renovations during the off-season.
On their faces, just a joy in their hearts knowing that they're part of something here in the school.
Well, a staff member at a local elementary school is going above and beyond. He turned recess into a unique program that has students excited to go to school. Channel 11's Rick Earl explains how one man's influence is being felt by dozens of students.
Set, go! Every day during recess, students from Allegheny Traditional Academy play football.
Middle, Eli stay in the middle, Mariah stay in the backfield. Yeah.
It's not just pickup football.
Ready, break.
Students, boys and girls from 2nd to 5th grade, are divided into teams. They have uniforms. They keep stats.
Go!
Bryce Flannery is the dean of students here. He started the program 6 years ago.
I just wanted to do something special for the kids at recess time.
Flannery, who grew up in New Kensington and played semi-pro basketball, is the full-time quarterback and referee. He also keeps all the stats. This is the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, Wall of Famers. Every year, I put this up.
And every year he posts the stats in a hallway inside the school. And it's not just any hallway. This is the Hall of Fame. Pictures of previous players, along with their accomplishments, line the hallway. You do all this, huh?
All of it. And the kids love it. And they come back to see their work.
There's even an entire wall devoted to All-Americans, the best of the best. But not everyone in the hall is a player.
So he made the Hall of Fame strictly because he was the first videographer, recess football announcer in school history.
Wow.
Down! Go!
One of the biggest events of the year, the Turkey Bowl, complete with a band, cheerleaders, and fans.
The fact that they are able to get the kids more excited during their school day is amazing. I mean, he comes home every single day talking about recess football.
They learn teamwork. They learn, how to work with others. And they, they have standards too. If they're not doing good in class, they can't play.
It's amazing. It's amazing that Mr. Bryce does this for us. He goes out his way to get things like this for us, and I'm just glad that Mr. Bryce works here.
On most school days during recess, you'll find these students out here playing football. If the weather's too bad, they head to the gym and toss the football around. Some of the players from that first year are now juniors in high school, and Flannery says over the years he's seen a lot of talent on and off the field.
I believe we may have a young man who will go to the NFL and then go from that to medical school and become a doctor because he's like a super scholar athlete.
Really? And there's one thing that drives Flannery to devote so much time and effort to this program.
Just a smile on their faces, just a joy in their hearts knowing that they're part of something here in the school.
On the north side, Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.
What a special man and a special group of kids. Rick, thank you so much. Still to come this afternoon, Olympics organizers scrambling to remove asbestos from one of their venues, why they're facing backlash for not cleaning up the mess sooner. Plus, that's it for our Steelers this season. We'll take you inside the locker room for reaction to last night's emotional loss. Next.
You hear us say Channel 11 News 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight.
close to Sylvester on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
Well, unfortunately, for a second straight year, the Steelers' playoff hopes were dashed on the final day of the regular season. Channel 11's Chase Williams takes us inside the locker room where the players certainly couldn't hide their disappointment.
Well, it was fun while it lasted, but the Steelers missed the playoffs for the second consecutive season. There are plenty of built-in reasons as to why, but the locker room I just left wanted no part of it. It's an extremely proud group, but admit it was an opportunity missed.
Just unfortunate mistakes this year. That's just how it goes. You know, sometimes you have up years, some years you have down, and, you know, it was a lot of needed growth this year, and we just came up short.
Anytime you have to end the season, it always sucks, even if you go all the way. I mean, this is our job, this is what we enjoy, and no matter when that last game is, it definitely sucks.
Jim, you guys ranked 5-year rolling. Where do you think it went wrong here in the last few weeks?
I don't know if it was one thing that really stands out, but you know, we've had our chances and we just didn't seize them.
Got a lot of respect for everybody on the team. You know, everybody trying to fight and try to grind out each and every day at practice and then through the weeks. But you know, been a long journey, man. We just got to win.
Given the circumstances, it's remarkable the Steelers even had a chance in the playoffs. Yes, the standard's much higher for this organization, but if Ben Roethlisberger comes back healthy and pair that with this defense, I'd expect much different results in 2020. From Baltimore, Chase Williams, Channel 11 Sports.
Lots to look forward to, right? Stay positive. Buying a new car can be a headache. Why our consumer advisor says car deliveries will soon be more common.
Channel 11 News and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life.
Whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
TV. Watch The Flintstones at 6, MASH at 7, and Andy at 8. You can find MeTV on Comcast 190, 207, or 1169, and on these and other providers.
Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Welcome back. How about this? You could soon be the star of your own TV series. Snapchat is launching a Bitmoji series for its Discover page, because why not? It will feature the avatars of you and your friends in leading roles. The storylines will involve secret agent missions, zombies, and spaceships. The series premieres in February, in case you're interested. A streak is still alive for the auto industry. For the 5th straight year, they've sold more than 17 million vehicles. Experts are are thanking strong December sales. The total number sold is actually down for 2019, and that is a trend that is expected to continue next year. For many of us, the thought of car shopping is overwhelming, but consumer advisor Clark Howard says 2 companies are trying to change that.
People have always hated the process of buying a used car, but that industry is going through massive change. And no company is a bigger influence in how it's changing than Carvana, which started 5 years ago and is now booming as a seller of used cars. Believe it or not, people buy a used car from Carvana sight unseen, just buying it on their smartphone. They take delivery of a vehicle, and then you got 7 days to say, I don't want this thing, and turn it back in. No questions asked for a full refund. They just drop the car wherever you tell them to, at your home, your office, whatever. And now CarMax has had to respond, and they're offering what's called multi-channel, where you can go to a CarMax lot, or you can have them drop a vehicle off to you. And you're going to find that other sellers of used cars are going to have to respond. Most important, giving you the right to return a used car for a period of time for a full refund, no questions asked. I'm Clark Howard.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Allison. Big changes coming to our forecast. Warmer this afternoon right now for many, but look at these marks. The blue off to the west indicates a temperature change. We are going to see colder air filter in here due to this system that is bringing us those very windy conditions right now. 54 right now, beautiful conditions out of the tower cam. Look at the sky out there. We do have gusty winds over 35 miles per hour in Allegheny County. Just showing you a little tour of the tower cams just because it's so pretty. Look at the sun shining down on the river. So dry on the roadways right now. We had all that wet weather this morning. We had a nice break, but we are going to look at a chance to see a few passing showers here as that colder air gets filtered in place. 79 in Wexford. Look at the clouds out there in the sun. Beautiful, beautiful. A little part of our day here as we're going to start to see more clouds kind of roll on in, and that is the section that's giving us that sun. Look at the rain that's off to the north and to the west. That's going to start to slide on in, and this is the back side of the system that brings that colder air in here now. So we have that rainier, warmer side out of here. Look at the rain showers moving through Beaver County, through Lawrence County, and also through Butler County. So we're going to look at some light rain here. Not a huge weather maker, but certainly some wet weather there, but some colder air on the way. 54 downtown, 54 in Washington, and then those marks off to the north and to the west in the 40s. That's filtering in here as we move through the afternoon. Look at those marks come tumbling down. So 48 at 4 o'clock with the wind. It will feel more like the lower 40s. It will feel like the 30s this evening. So as you're heading out to dinner, 44 at 6 o'clock. It's going to be cold. Grab that winter jacket. You'll need it throughout the evening. And average temperatures are in the mid-30s, and we're going to be back to those marks tomorrow. Wind speeds currently 15 to 25 miles per hour. This is a constant wind, so that's your current wind speeds. Gusts are much higher, up to 35 miles per hour in Allegheny County. 37 in Greensburg there, 28 in Washington, 25 in Beaver, 33 in Butler. So the gusty winds will continue this afternoon between 25 and 30 miles per hour. There's the light rain showers dropping across us this afternoon, bringing a little more cloud cover with it. Clouds around this evening, a chance of a spotty shower or a spotty little wintry mix here for us overnight, not impacting your forecast in any way there. But it will be cold to start your morning tomorrow with clouds, and then snow showers drop in here tomorrow afternoon briefly and into your early evening hours. So we're going to see that around. The ground should be warm enough that this will not stick. It should melt on contact because we've been so warm, and we really don't get below that freezing mark a whole lot before that comes into play. So as we bring in the new year, it's going to be cloudy, a snow shower around, but temperatures will be very cold, right around 32. So this evening in the 40s, tomorrow different story. So your overnight low is 34. Tomorrow, look at these marks, mid to upper 30s, steady throughout the daytime, breezy as well, not as windy, but certainly breezy, giving us wind chills tomorrow at dinner time in the 20s and in the teens as we ring in the new year. So much colder air filters in place and sticks around for New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve, midnight, 31 degrees with a west-southwesterly wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. A few flurries Wednesday, but we warm back up Friday, 54 with rain showers. Catherine.
Stephanie, thank you. What do you think of this? A Pennsylvania ice cream shop serving up sauerkraut-flavored ice cream. Eek! To ring in the new year. Yep, why the owner is telling people not to knock it until you try it.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.
We just got this new information.
Trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm picking up speed.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable coverage of breaking news.
That truck came barreling down the hill straight into the home.
Tracking storms to prepare you for tomorrow. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
Covering more news happening in Allegheny County.
Olympic organizers taking emergency countermeasures after asbestos was found at the water polo venue in Tokyo. It was actually discovered 2 years ago, but leaders decided not to treat it since they said it wasn't a lot. Organizers have also dealt with concerns after high levels of bacteria was found in the water and the sweltering summer heat. A lot to keep an eye on as we lead up to the summer games. Don't forget, Channel 11 is your home for the Tokyo Summer Olympics. All the excitement begins right here, starting in July 2020. There is a new app to help boaters identify harmful species in Pennsylvania waterways. The Pennsylvania Sea Grant was used to develop the app so the public can help prevent invasive species from spreading. Some of those species include the spiny water flea and the northern snakehead. They can be harmful to natural resources and impact public use of waterways. And new at noon, a Pennsylvania ice cream shop offering a special treat for New Year's. Urban Churn in Harrisburg has been selling sauerkraut ice cream since 2016. The owner says people who have tried the flavor have been pleasantly surprised.
It's surprising. People think sauerkraut. They think that's it. Like that's the sour and the bitterness and all that stuff. But it actually turns the milk like a buttermilk flavor.
Well, if you're heading to the Harrisburg area soon, you can try the sauerkraut ice cream now through the second week of January. You taste it and let me know what you think. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5. You can always get breaking news updates anytime on our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire Stick. And have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 4:30.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Gordon Lash.
And I'm Catherine Amenta.
At Channel 11 Morning News, we help you prepare for the day ahead.
definitely the heavy rain gear today with temperatures.
Heavier delays for the inbound morning commute.
We expanded our breaking news team to better cover news happening right now and give you new information throughout the morning.
Let's get right to Jennifer Tomazik live at the breaking news desk.
A huge impact on the area. In fact, we just found out.
Don't miss anything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30. Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.
We just got this new information.
Trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm picking up speed.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable coverage of breaking news.
That truck came barreling down the hill straight into the home.
Tracking storms to prepare you for tomorrow. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight.
In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right.
We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area.
It's why there can be heavy downpours in northern Allegheny County.
While it's dry in Greensburg and snow is moving into Irwin.
Our priority is to prepare you for the weather in your neighborhood.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News.
Tracking storms where you live.
When news is happening in your neighborhood, Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coriopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
More than 500 turkeys given away for free to families in need. A local sheriff's department and a group of volunteers provide a Thanksgiving meal every year to those who can't afford it.
It means a lot to us, too, that, hey, we can help somebody out in need.
It's a blessing. Giving a holiday boost to families in need makes us proud to